What's up, guys? Carlton Flowers back again, your crypto pro with a quick update on Band. But before I jump into the details on Band, I apologize for the last few videos. I had my mic gain set up to way too far. You see that little dial right there? This was cranked up way too high, and I don't know when that happened or somebody monkeyed with my mic, but that's why my video sounded all crackly and crappy, because the gain was up way too high. So I apologize for that. Oops. So, Band. I wanted to talk about this and talk about trading, my swing trading. So the last time I posted a video update about Band, well, actually 2 times ago, a lot of people got all upset and butthurt because I sold, and I got all of these ridiculous comments like, weak hands, you should have held on to it, or you're going to get wrecked now, you got yourself wrecked. And actually, I sold for a profit. I got rid of everything as soon as I got just one notch above a profit level because I wanted to clean up my portfolio the minute I had a chance, because everything was taking a mini parabolic turn at that moment. So I sold my Band, and I knew it was going to correct. And so right after it corrected, which it did, I bought it back again. So I had a minuscule profitable trade, and then it jumped up again, and now I'm in a profitable trade where we're at right now, where I might trade it again. So I wanted to talk about that, show you the technicals, and tell you what I do so you understand the strategy, so you don't get upset and make comments if you're on the bandwagon. I just want you to know what I'm doing here and my strategy as a trader. And thank you for the great trading comment. Some person telling me that you can never make a profit trading these quickly. You could never profit. Now keep in mind, I've made anywhere from 2x to 9x gains on all of my recent trades, but you could never make a profit if you don't hodl forever for the next century. Well, whatever. All right, well, let's get rid of this, jump into the technicals. I'm in a silly mood today. Please forgive me. On the 4-hour chart, as you can see, we are peaked out on the stochastic, and we're sitting at $7.13. And we did peak up here all the way. We were sitting at 738, and that was where my first notion was to sell. But because the percent K jumped off of the percent D and opened back up here, I thought I'd wait. Now, when you look at the 1-day chart, percent K has also crossed over firmly the percent D, but the percent D is on a steady decline. Overall, it's on a steady decline, so the peak might be done. But the good thing is as you can see here, this peak has eclipsed the 4-hour closing bars on the last one, but we have not eclipsed the wicks on the 1 hour or on the 4-hour. So in other words, this is not a higher high from that previous high yet. So this is where I sold before, and then I bought somewhere down in here, so I'm at a clear profit. Now, I may go ahead and unload it here because we're probably going to get a correction sometime soon on BTC, and when we do, it's going to come back down to earth. This may continue down here. We could get down into the oversold zone. So you see that I missed out on, I had another buying zone here, and that never happened. I've got one way down here. Don't know if that'll ever happen either. So I might have to make another one, but I'm looking for whatever the action is going to be when we cross the magical 4.618 fib circle ring, because we know that things happen when we cross those ring boundaries. It's science, and it's the magic of the Fibonacci sequence. My target could be at this base level at $5. I think if I sell now, I'll probably jump back in at 5, or if we jump below that, then this would all be a green buying zone here. So I would probably expand this, something like that. That's probably what it'll end up looking like. So let's jump back to the 4-hour, and we can see the green box a little bit easier, my kill zone right here. So I'm looking for possibly a correction that could bring us down to this 4.618. If we correct and come down to here, let me just show you here what's going to happen. Not what's going to happen, but what I will do if this scenario plays out. If we correct, if it comes all the way down to the 4.618, I would be looking for the 4.618 to be a bounce. I'm thinking that it's going to come up off of that and head right back up. So that is my target scenario. If that plays out, I'm definitely going to buy right here if it bounces. If not, I'm going to be buying into the green box there. So if we get that bounce, we'll see. The 4.618 fib circle ring tells me that there's a possibility we don't get into this green zone. That's why I'm going to be watching that. Okay. So whenever you get on these runs, and this is why I sold here, you got to know that you're not going to just keep going up vertically forever. And when all the indications are telling you, when the stochastic is peaked out, and you know you're at the end of a stochastic cycle because it just oscillates, that's an oscillating indicator, you know you're going to get a correction. And so I wanted to show you this example before people post crazy things. If you sell now, well, you ain't never going to be able to get back in. I want to show you why it doesn't matter. All right, so let's crunch this down. And here is your example so you can understand how I do this. Let's say I sell, let's make a black line. I sell right now. Oops, that's not a line. I want a line, doggone it. All right, here's my line. I sold there, okay? But let's say price continues to spike up and everybody says, see, you done got yourself wrecked, because it's shooting on up. It done went to $9. See, you should have held weak hands. Well, that doesn't matter. So let's say that by the time we get to $9, then we go on a dive and we get the next correction because it just doesn't shoot to the moon. They don't do that. Let's say we correct to here. Now, it could correct down here, but we're just going to keep a good scenario and say we correct to here. Well, I took profits here. I put money in my pocket. Well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to end up buying again right within this area here. So this would be, oops, I want a square. Doggone it, I can't draw today. This would be my new buy zone. So I would buy here, and then let's say price jumps up from there. I'm going to sell somewhere again out here. So it doesn't matter how far the price goes up after I sell. If I sell and I make a profit from this point all the way to here, I'm not concerned with what happens in this excess here because I'm going to jump off with this profit into another trade that might be bringing me 3x, 2x, 3x. So going from $7 to $9, that's like what, 15%, 20%, where I'm going to be jumping into another project that is hot at the moment that's looking like a 3, 4, 500%. So it's okay. And like I've always said, make your strategy, make your plan, and stick to your plan, and you can make money and you don't lose. So please understand that. In the long run, I'm bullish about BAND. That's why I trade it, because I think it's a strong project. If it wasn't strong, I wouldn't trade it, because if it wasn't, we could take a nosedive and it could go just down into the toilet. Let's make that red and really big. If it wasn't a strong project, it could do this and then stay down there in the toilet, and then I lose my money. But I know the BAND is going to bounce on these bottom levels of support, these previous base levels, because it has a bright future, okay? So I just wanted you to understand that and make it fun at the same time so we can avoid any comments. Well, you can comment whatever you want. If you want to say, well, you got yourself wrecked on that one, did you? Weak hands. Well, I said it for you. So if you want to save your time and not have to waste the energy to type that, go right ahead. I'm positive about BAND. It's a great project. And all of those who invest in it, I think you're smart people. Well, what are your thoughts on the activity coming up for BAND within the next week or two? Do you think it's going to surge to past $9 here, or do you think we're going to correct? What do you think it's going to do when Bitcoin corrects? I'd love to hear it. Post your comments below. This is Carlton. I'm out.